other issue I had around this bill, and again, I need a bit more time to read up on an absolute mountain of material, is the connections between the production of coalbed methane and environmental and related environmental concerns. And I'm not that interested in saying the sky is falling, because it's not productive. But I am interested in saying, look, if we know that there is a likelihood, now you'd want to be defining that likelihood, is it 3%, 10%, or 25%, that in pulling this coalbed methane out, or indeed using no, let me just stick to this. That we, and by whatever process, and I think in some cases you're using fracking to get it out, aren't you? You're fracturing the coal bed in order to release the coalbed methane. That does have a repercussion on aquifers, on underground waterways, on well systems, and I think it's irresponsible for us to go, oh, who's ever complaining about that is imagining it. No, they're not. I mean, honestly, the effort you have to go to try and bring something to the attention of government or any politician is enough to make anybody wilt. So any landowner that comes, gets as far as coming to someone in this legislature and saying, I've got a problem with my well, the water, you can light it on fire, we need to be paying serious attention to that. Yeah, if nobody didn't hear the thing about lighting on fire, yeah, it happened. They were here, actually. They brought a sample and lit it on fire for anyone that wanted to go to the rotunda and look at it in Rosebud. So I have concerns that the bill does not deal with the repercussions of the development and harvesting of that coalbed methane. And fair enough, it may not be appropriate to put it in the Mines and Mineral Coalbed Methane Amendment Act, but it has to go somewhere. And I think many times that you leave your colleague, the Minister of Environment, in a very bad situation by not paying more attention to what can go wrong. You cannot fool around with Mother Nature or any other way you want to designate that equilibrium that we have in the world. And if you what we're doing here is not a natural process, and therefore you are going to be creating unnatural results from it, and we have to recognize that and have ways of working with it going in, not just pretending that it's not happening and trying to trivialize and defeat people that bring those issues to our attention. I think we need to treat them as legitimate and give fair investigation, and frankly give the tools to the Minister of the Environment to be able to investigate that. Give him enough money to monitor. Quit taking money away from him every darn year so that he has to cut more and more monitoring staff. I mean, unless you guys want to get on your overalls and get out there and do it, you've got to be paying for some professional to be able to do it, and I'd rather have a professional, thank you very much. So those are the two issues that I wanted to bring up in second reading. In principle, clearly I do support what is being suggested here, but I also clearly have reservations about that environmental side, and I'd like to hear a bit more. Oh, good, then it's the member for Calgary West, the Minister of Energy. Oh, yeah. I'm so looking forward to how he's going to respond to the issues I brought up. But I think it is something that we need to address, and it might not be appropriate in this legislation, but it is appropriate to be dealing with it somewhere. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And at this point, I would like to adjourn debate.